as Joe Biden has said that he will support a filibuster amendment or lifting in order to pass Roe v. Wade legislation, he is simultaneously seem to be cutting backdoor deals to appoint lifetime judges, federal judges, who are anti-choice. That's right. This deal is struck with none other than Minority Senate Leader Mitch McConnell. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. According to the Louisville Courier-Journal, Biden has agreed to nominate attorney Chad Meredith once there's a federal court vacancy in Kentucky where abortion was outlawed immediately following the high court's ruling in Dobbs. In exchange, this is why he would do it, people, McConnell has purportedly agreed not to obstruct the president's future judicial nominations. Do we believe that? Cool. That's great. Your friend seems like a really cool guy. Let's more about Chad Meredith. Chad Meredith is the attorney who previously served as Kentucky's Solicitor General and represented a number of Kentucky's top GOP officials in cases curbing abortion access. And of course, COVID-19 public health measures. Specifically, Meredith represented Kentucky's then Governor Matt Bevin in a 2019 legal battle against an abortion clinic, saying at one point that effectively eliminating access to abortion in the state would have a negligible impact on women seeking the procedure. He also defended a 2017 law requiring doctors to perform an ultrasound and describe the image to a patient before providing an abortion. Don't get me started. This is according to the Louisville Courier-Journal. So here you go. Here is what the master legislator, I guess, the head of the Democratic Party is willing to do when it comes to abortion rights, is give Mitch McConnell a win in Kentucky by appointing this anti-choice attorney to be a federal judge, a lifetime appointment, and then what? The rest of his appointments go through hunky-dory? Erin, I have to get your thoughts on this.
Wow, gee, I wonder if a Republican would lie about something in order to get what they want and then suffer absolutely no consequences as a result of it. There is nothing here that would hold McConnell to this promise but his honor, which, does he have honor? Like, what is the, okay, like you're Mitch McConnell, right? You can get Joe Biden and Democrats or whatever to believe you when you make promises. And then there's no penalty for you when you break those promises. And then they'll believe you again when you make more promises to get what you want. Why wouldn't you just lie and make fake promises all the time? This is like an economically, like we're talking economics, like more broadly than money. This is an economically sound decision by Mitch McConnell to just continually make promises, lie, break promises, suffer no consequences, do the same thing again. I mean, it's not even like he's under oath. Supreme Court justices that were confirmed under Trump lied under oath about, so like, and they've suffered no consequences and they won't suffer any consequences because President Biden doesn't want to make them have any type of code of conduct that they have to live under or be subjected to as their judges. Like, this would be the genius move by Biden. No, I'm giving him a lot more, whatever. Joe Biden, if you're watching this. Joe Biden should say, yes, I promise to appoint this guy, to get the appointment, get the lack of, pushback on his other federal judicial nominees, and then smack down a 5-year term limit. So it's like this guy is in an, and see, because then we get to be Lucy with the football instead of like Charlie Brown's butt as he falls on it trying to kick it.
Absolutely. No, he's not gonna do that. He doesn't want to do that
because he's too nice. We need a mean president. We need a mean Democrat. Who's a mean Democrat?
I mean, God, there's Bernie is mean. Everyone thinks Bernie is too loud and angry. That was everything about him.
He's cantankerous. I think he's a mean Democrat. I don't know if this is somebody I would vote for. Amy Klobuchar is a mean Democrat. I think she would run the country like a mean person. We need a mean president.
She ate salad with a comb.
Out of spite. Out of spite.
if that doesn't show you're willing to go to lengths just to prove whatever point, like I don't know what does. But no, it's true. It's interesting because you have politics and then you have tactics. And Joe Biden has moderate milquetoast politics and moderate milquetoast tactics. So Klobuchar is someone I disagree with politically. I think she's far too centrist. And yet I think her tactics to actually even defend the line, defend the gains that the Supreme Court is not a liberal institution, all right? It is not a progressive institution. It has followed precedent actually and expanded rights, but sort of with arms twisted and cases made in front and put in front of them. Now you have a very much an activist Supreme Court, and we're gonna get into a couple of rulings, and you have to act accordingly. But again, not like this. And Biden, this is months after Biden said that Mitch McConnell is a man of honor. So of course, why would he lie to you? He's never gonna lie to me. He can't lie to me. And yet, as Erin mentioned, if he does, which he definitely will, wither the women of Kentucky, what's the consequence? Nothing. Joe Biden doesn't lose anything. He doesn't, I mean, let's be real. He doesn't have a uterus. Like he doesn't, is he thinking about his daughters, his grandchildren? Like, is it that calculation? But it's again, there's so many people who have nothing to lose and who have no experience with any of this. I'm thinking of that viral tweet about how a woman was like, I had an ex-boyfriend who thought that my eggs were covered in a hard shell in my ovaries. And that means I don't trust men to legislate all women's bodies.
It is like obscene that we are even having this conversation, Francesca, that this is like, not that you brought it up because it's obviously like relevant, but the fact that like what people with uteruses are allowed to do with them, the fact that it's a public discussion is so, it's like obscene. I think every once in a while it's important for us to step back and talk about what we're doing here. We're having a conversation about the government's right, the mostly male government's right to tell women and people with uteruses what to do with their body. Like what? This is an obscene conversation. We should not be having the conversation. I cannot believe we're here. And I cannot believe right now we are talking about mostly men who are themselves too old to father children safely. And a couple, and the women on the Supreme Court, all too old to give birth to children. Nobody making these decisions can give birth. And they are about a part of the population. I'm sorry, I feel sometimes like I'm on mushrooms when I talk about this. Like, why do I have hands? It's like, what is this conversation? Why are we having this conversation? It's horrifying to me.
The worst trip ever. That is a waste.
The worst
of mushrooms.
Terrible. I knew that they were the wrong kind of mushrooms. I shouldn't have trusted. You never trust somebody named Chad. Also,
no.
This judge, Chad. Mushroom dealer.
He gave it to you in like, the Chad Meredith, like, here's some dirty shrooms. I'm sorry, this is, but it does feel like what we're living in.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.